Tony went from having panels that featured Guest of the Year candidates and fan favorites to whatever you consider the duo that was on Kill Tony, episode number 741. Roseanne Barr and Pauly Shore joined Hinchcliffe on Monday, and let's just say this is a polarizing pair. Shore and Roseanne are two of the worst guests in the show's history, at least in my opinion. They range from unfunny at best to belligerent at worst. Tony, blinded to this not being a great pair, gave them a hero's welcome, telling us that they are two of the best guests in the show's history, and calling Pauly Shore, of all people, one of the best comedians in the world. Two things that just aren't true. I'm sure Tony was kicking himself for that intro, especially with how much Pauly Shore pissed him off throughout the episode. Shore rage baiting Hinchcliffe was one of the few highlights from the panel on Monday's episode.
So what was up with the cue cards? What's up with that?
You go ahead, Pauly.
Like, I mean...
It makes sense. So, yeah, for sure.
No, that's not how it works, Pauly. Again, I don't know. If you're planning on doing this for the next 2 hours, you could shove that wig in your fucking mouth, buddy. Are you out of your mind right now? Pauly, take a sip of delicious water for a second.
Let's give it up to the Kill Tony band, killing it.
Oh, okay, we're gonna do that right now. Pauly, I'm about to beat the living shit out of you. I swear to God, you're going to be the first guest I ever beat up during the show.
Fuck are the comedians, bro? What the fuck? I know this is a political fucking rally here.
I know, the only ones here tonight are me and Roseanne, it seems to be. There's a wannabe host, control freak, and a sound effects specialist, Pauly.
You know why he answered to that so quick?
Why?
Because chubby people love sandwiches. They do. They love sandwiches.
Pauly's having a real breakthrough here. From 2.5 minutes ago. The first comedian that came out here absolutely bombing tonight goes by the name of Pauly Shore, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought I've laid my heart out for you this evening, and that's all I can do. You know what I mean? I don't have the best jokes.
My hopes were not high for this episode in terms of entertainment or funny moments for Shore or Roseanne. My tempered expectations were rationalized after Pauly went on a near 2-minute rant about nothing to start the show. It was at this point, not even 10 minutes in, that I knew we had a train wreck on our hands. Not only did she bomb, but she was on the stage for far too long. Long enough for Pauly and Tony to have a pissy little back and forth, and for Roseanne to lambast this lady for like 90 seconds.
It doesn't seem like you have a lot of respect for comedy if you come up there reading notes. You didn't even fucking memorize your fucking shitty ass. That's rule number 1. You should know that. You should at least memorize your shit and get some delivery.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that? Delivery?
I have.
A joke is a premise and then a payoff. Yeah. You don't even have any fucking punchlines.
I got you.
And my advice is don't quit your fucking day job, bitch. But don't disrespect us with that shit just because you have a vagina. Okay? I'm 72. I don't have time to fuck around.
Yeah!
It's one thing to roast open micers for the bit, but to just berate and be a total C-word is just annoying and tough to watch. But if you believe Tony, Ashley should have just kissed the ring and been thankful to get this criticism from such a legend. Roseanne attempts to give criticism throughout the show, telling Jack Shaw to diss on his mother, telling another bucket pull to act messed up during his set, among other ridiculous pieces of advice that aren't attainable or constructive.
Don't yell at me, Roseanne. Please don't yell at me.
Mike Feeney joined the iconic pair on the panel, being tasked to keep up with people like Ray and Tallent, who are two of the best guests the show has ever seen, is no easy feat, and I was interested to see how he'd fare. He was mostly there to assist Elaine and Tallent with laughs to their jokes, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, considering the duo he got booked with. Fluffy was making his second appearance as a guest, and his first showing was stellar, and put him in the conversation as one of the best guests in 2025. He's funny, quick, and gives feedback to the open micers. You would think his more clean style of comedy wouldn't meld well with the show, but it does. Fluffy is a true pro and can deliver in any situation, and this episode proved that in bunches.
I grew up fat.
Me too.
Yeah. I was almost 400 pounds.
Whoa, that's like a 4X.
Yeah.
It's actually a 5.
Tabletop scores.
S'mores.
S'mores. Okay.
Should I just translate for you?
Yes. Absolutely.
Háblame en español, güey, yo le digo.
And I was like, you know what? Junior Seau smoked weed, and you know what he did, so let's not do that.
A hell of a segue.
Yeah.
Just say you don't like the Chargers, bro.
No, he was tall, but he wasn't, this.
You mean amazing?
Well, I got 3 gym memberships, so that shit better pan out.
Well, you took mine. You can keep it.
Yeah.
It was great for a first-time set.
Better than my first set.
Yeah.
Better than my first set. I don't know why he's working, though. He's fucking funny.
I appreciate that, sir.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Can I just say that joke about the flat dice? How many people were like, oh my God, I've never, I cannot unsee that. I was like, wow.
As for Sal, he's been on the show numerous times and is a staple in the comedy podcast world. It's been a minute since his last Kill Tony appearance, appearing alongside Louis J. Gomez last year, which was one of the more memorable episodes from 2024. Sal is unapologetically himself and has great banter with both his fellow panelists and the open micers. He's also not afraid to give feedback as well.
You ever worry about her banging any of the students? That's a thing that's happening nowadays.
She probably does it once a year just to see if she...
Last I heard, she was serving a 12-year prison sentence for not rape, kidnap, torture.
Oh, torture. Oh, good. Okay. Thank God. Thank God. This almost got weird.
Austin, Miami, New York, LA, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Do you do it in so many places because the place you do it in won't have you back? So she's sleeping and you're jerking off.
Yeah.
And then it's children's books, you say, you're right?
Yeah, for adults. So I'm going to clap her cheeks until she agrees with everything I say.
That wasn't a joke so much as a grievance followed by a threat.
Still sound gay?
Yes.
You're like a Matthew McConaughey wrapped in an action Bronson.
Yeah.
For fun, play board games. I shoot music videos also for some of the hip-hop scene in Austin.
You led with board games, though. But you seem very authentic with yourself. So it's very endearing. Pretty cool in a minute. You had, it was a full, it felt like a set in a minute. You had a beginning, a middle, and end. That doesn't happen a lot. So it was nice to see, something that well-rounded in a minute. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's truly a pleasure to meet you, Elaine.
Sam, I've been following you on Facebook since January 6th, and you've been making a lot of great posts.
Yeah. Someone's got to say something now that Charlie's gone, Is that Lou Gehrig's?
Yes, sir.
Did he get a tit fuck Elaine because of that?
He would have.
Yeah, the best way.
Charity.
Before you ask a question, think about what you're asking.
She's from a different time, Tony, okay? We call her Pussy the ballot box.
Whoa.
Someone just talked themselves out of a titty fuck. Keep up that link.
If I keep losing weight, I can do myself.
How long have you been...
You ever sat on a whoopee cushion?
Or an old lady's face?
Yeah.
Say something.
You. You know.
Tallent is one of the purest comedians who makes regular guest appearances on the show. The term comedian gets thrown around a lot, but I feel as though that's an appropriate way to describe Tallent. He's hardly a mainstream comic, but within the Kill Tony universe and the comedy landscape, he's a king. A man who is a great improviser, but also a great writer. He had multiple standout moments on the show, and the way that he can riff with Tony and Ray is truly second to none, and is why he's perhaps one of the most consistent guests in the history of the show. He's also able to give genuine critiques to the open micers, which is always a welcomed addition to the panel. Another underrated part about Tallent as a panelist are his reactions. He's never too animated, but he always adds enough, good or bad, in the background to bolster a set a notch from where it would have been without his reaction.
Joey Moss is pretty sick, too, growing up watching him.
Who the fuck is that? It's so funny how little your culture touches ours. That guy's probably on a fucking stamp up there. And I'm like, oh, what did he do? He fucking bang Wayne Gretzky?
No, I don't know. You got like Terry Fox and shit, but like all
the Terry Fox?
Terry Fox, yeah. He ran
have
across.
no idea who that is. What's the one name thing all about?
People like it because of that movie Castaway.
Now, who are people? Did you do a survey when you decided to... He came out as Wilson. Did anyone else expect him to be a black man?
Yes.
I did too. Yes.
I did not.
I was hoping.
Think Malcolm X.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always do.
Bipolar right after graduating as an engineer.
That's got to be tough in the heat. Two can play at this game, Dex.
What are you good at?
Grim Reaping. Do you have any stories that don't involve a traumatic wound?
Yeah.
Like, you ever had a nice sandwich?
I fall in love after the first fuck. Just me or whatever.
No, man. Real respect's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a panel with legitimate guest of the year pedigree. It had been years since we've seen Santino on the show, so it was great to see him return to the top comedy podcast in the world. The man who makes up one half of the Bad Friends podcast was excellent as a panelist, roasting comedians but also offering words of encouragement. He'd be the first one to take a stab at an open micer, but he'd always tag it with an I love you, man.
I love this guy. I think you're a fucking beautiful human being. So you came out with like that, yo, Def, what up? And then now we talk and you're like, well, I like to sit on the patio. You're like a drug dealer I can take home to mom. I like you, dude. Once again, the Jews stealing black art live.
Yeah.
Once again, dude. I love your disdain for fat girls. I think that's great. I really enjoy that, especially because you're in such good shape. I like that. You're like, fuck these fat girls, man. That's cool. Jesse, do you know what a fall guy is? When you look at your face, I could tell the guys were like, Jesse's going to take the hit for sure. This guy definitely gets busted. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, Paul. Remember who you are. Know who you are. You're Paul. You came here tonight with some pretty good jokes. Now open your eyes. Here we are, Paul. Welcome to Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Paul.
Landscaping. I'm a spick.
Paul, close your eyes again, dude. Good God. I think it was a good little run of joke. I'm being genuine. It was a great little.
Yeah,
you had a good. It was really good. It all tied together. It was very good.
I like your shit, too.
Thank you.
I think you're...
No.
Paul,
this guy's the fucking man.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The redheaded comedian was on fire for most of the night, but there was a part of the show where he notably got quiet after Tony said that he and his crew in Austin, Texas could go back to LA and take back the Comedy Store whenever they wanted. After about 25 or so minutes of silence, he returned back to his ways of a lovable roaster and was a welcome addition to a slew of impressive guests that have sat on the panel in 2025. For Carr, this episode was another opportunity to further cement his name in the Guest of the Year conversation. Carr was sharp as a tack as always, delivering soul-crushing roasts and one-liners to the acts on the show.
What are you, 5'2"? You're lucky you didn't drown in pussy. Yeah, I mean, the fat-shaming thing, I mean, if you're... Come on, lighten up. Maybe stop wearing shorts. You're a grown man.
Okay. Tony about to shoot his new hour. That shit is fantastic. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
Yep.
Drew Santino had an amazing special on Hulu, bro.
That's right. It's out right now. White Noise.
Thanks, I love you.
Just go fuck myself, shall I? I guess I'll just go fuck myself. If you study the hand, he's giving involuntary finger.
It's a squiggly fucking little middle finger. I can't imagine what that would feel like in my asshole.
Had glitter shoved up his ass.
Oh, my God.
And, like, he farted at one point and, like, it shot out.
Here's me thinking Kill Tony is a great show. That's a great fucking
That is a great show.
However, he was also the butt of the joke at times, and he was able to take that in stride and laugh at himself. Perhaps even more admirable, he spent a lot of his time this episode giving honest feedback to the open micers. Carr and Santino both did this, but in their own unique ways, feeding into the old school vibe that this episode carried.
I think we're all in agreement. You should write a set about being in prison. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
interesting thing about
No doubt
you.
about it.
I will.
You've got to be so fucking good at comedy before you take on material that's that heavy.
Yes, sir.
Don't do it until you're ready to do it. The juice has to be worth the squeeze, right?
Got
You got nothing there. Leave that stuff alone. Just talk
Yes,
about
sir.
you.
Elaine hasn't been on the show in more than a year, and I think it's one of Ray's best characters. Not brought out too often, but when she is, she delivers on all facets. Ray as Elaine was exactly what you'd expect. Full tilt absurdity with multiple running bits throughout the show.
Let me just say this real quick. Tony, good to see you. You still look hungry. Red Ben, you look like you drowned 2 weeks ago. But let me say this about the hotel. There's blood on the sheets. There's cum on the floor. And say it with me, no breakfast. Yeah, I do like your accent. Say the word toilet for me.
Toilet.
Hilarious. I went to a Toronto Blue Jays game. I used to let Joe Carter titty fuck me in the 90s.
Wow.
Ever had poutine?
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. She is an amazing impression.
Oh, yeah. No one's better than Elaine.
We're really doing it, Red Band. Oh, I loved it. I love a good homeless guy. You know, I let a homeless guy titty fuck me in the 90s. For charity.
Was it in Toronto?
Yes.
Nice.
It was Joe Carter.
Oh.
How old are you, Wilson?
I am 25.
25. You go to Chili's a lot, Elaine?
Oh my God, I practically live there. You got a coupon?
What do you get? What do you get when you go there?
It's a personal question.
Why don't
The
you
shrimp scampi. I imagine us going out there and you're like, we're going to another bar. Fuck. 77, you want to let me put my Ouija board on your chocolate slip and slide? William, you look like the ringmaster for a flea circus. Anybody ever tell you that?
I love that.
William Montgomery closed the show, as he's known to do, and it was a pretty run-of-the-mill set from William. However, he bonded the most with Elaine, who we learned got pregnant with William's baby, and she did a huge closing number to end the show and to celebrate her recent pregnancy.
And if you know the words, sing along. Hit me, Ben.
Slide down, Mike.
I've traveled the world, but tonight will be the greatest night of my life. It has to be. Well, we've seen good jokes and bad jokes and Jews and blacks. And that fat guy almost had a heart attack tonight. When you sign up for Kill Tony, you try your best. And if you struck out, go back home and call me for a titty bite. Everybody, call me for a titty bite. Just Joe Rogan, just the white man can call me for a titty bite. You have my number, call me, bitch. Call me for a titty bite.
And I'm so happy you're pregnant. I'm so happy you're pregnant.
I'm gonna give birth to a little clown.